Welcome to the 2021 Awards in the Arts. I'm Kristen Boone, President and CEO here at the Fund for the Arts, and we are thrilled to have you join us for our 5th annual Awards in the Arts. This is the night that we celebrate our artists and our organizations, those that inspire, delight, and challenge us. And tonight, we are with you virtual, so we have so many of you that are joining us on Facebook Live. I encourage you to interact with us, to share comments, to send photos. We have people that are hosting house parties. We'd love to hear from you all, and we're so excited about those of you that are house sponsors. We'll have a chance to recognize you later, and a big thank you to Wiltshire Pantry and Susan's Florist for making those events special. Tonight we have a big treat. We have the opportunity to celebrate 7 award recipients. We have the opportunity to bring some great performances to you, and we have really special items on a very special auction. So I encourage you right now to go ahead, pull up the auction site and register for that so that you can join us throughout. It's really easy to register. Tonight, I want to say a big welcome and a big thank you to Campbell Brown. Campbell Brown is a huge friend of the Fund for the Arts. He is the president and managing director of Old Forester. He's also the board chair of Brown-Forman. And beyond all that, he is our 2021 campaign chair, and he has been stepping up and reaching out in so many ways. A big thank you to Campbell. I'd love to hear a little bit from Campbell tonight.
Good evening. I am thrilled to be speaking to you all this evening during this very special celebration of the 2021 Awards in the Arts. First, I want to say congratulations to our award winners. After having to postpone last year due to the pandemic, this celebration is long overdue, and it is very exciting to have a small part honoring your incredible achievements. As the 2021 campaign chair, I am excited to tell you about the Awards in the Arts auction happening tonight. The auction closes at the end of the evening's live event, so make sure to get your bids in now. Full disclosure, you might find that we probably leaned a little too aggressively into one particular brand of bourbon this year for some of our items. As a PSA, it's important to remember that 90% of the best bourbon in the world comes from Kentucky, and 100% of the world's drinkable bourbon comes from Kentucky. And this is an event where a lot of that bourbon will be Old Forester. So let's get into it. First, we have the 2021 Awards in the Arts commemorative Old Forester single barrel. This is a buy now item, and there are only 60 bottles with this commemorative label printed. These special bottles celebrate the extraordinary arts community in the Greater Louisville region. Another buy it now item available tonight is Old Forester's President's Choice. We also only have 60 of these on sale tonight. That's actually more than I thought it was going to be. This is typically considered one of the most difficult bottles to find. So if you do enjoy a higher proof expression that is closer to 8 or 9 years old, this might be the bottle for you. Each of the President's Choice bottles that we've selected for the awards tonight is signed by myself as well as our master taster, Jackie Zykan. Okay, in addition to these incredible buy now items, we also have a couple of special Old Forester bottles available for bidding. The 2020 Old Forester Birthday Bourbon is hand-selected by Master Distiller Chris Morris and Master Taster Jackie Zykan. This small batch bourbon offers a unique character and flavor profile that will never be replicated. Finally, the Brown-Forman 150th anniversary decanter is exceptionally special because only 502 of these bottles were actually made and filled. So in 2020, Brown-Forman celebrated its 150th anniversary. These bottles were created to celebrate that achievement, and we're really excited that we have one available tonight for auction. I hope you have a great evening. Enjoy the company you're with, and thanks for paying attention, and best of luck in the auction. Have a great night.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Campbell. Those items are incredible. I'm JP Davis with Fun for the Arts. It's good to join you, Kristen.
I'm glad to have you back.
So we're like the MC's co-host tonight, right?
Co-host, yep.
Like we're your
Yep.
hosts tonight. We got all dressed up. I don't know how many times you've been dressed up.
It's only been a couple. I actually curled my hair tonight and got
You look
ready.
great.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
feel
And you
good.
too.
Thank you.
And you like.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So
Campbell told us about these buy now
I know,
items. I
it's
do want to point
incredible.
out, Campbell did tell us that anyone who buys these buy now bottles tonight is going to be invited to a special VIP party during our campaign celebration in June at the Old Forester Paris Town Hall. So
And he
a
is the
little added
chairman
bonus.
of Brown-Forman. I mean, that is a big deal. That is so generous of him to offer that. So these are incredible offerings. Only 502 of these have been
150th
made.
anniversary
150
decanter.
years, Brown-Forman. What would Louisville do without Brown-Forman? Thank you, Brown-Forman. And also, we have a signed Jennifer Lawrence bourbon that she picked out herself. So that's priceless.
You were there, weren't you?
I was there.
So she actually did. She
She
actually
did.
did
She
it.
picked it out.
The
There's-
Woodford
Her name's
Reserve.
on the wall. Woodford Reserve. Thank you, Woodford Reserve. But these items are incredible. Look, tonight we're raising money. We got to continue to support our talented artists and arts organizations in this community. So yes, we're virtual, but the show must go on. And the work that the Fund for the Arts does every year to support this community is vital. So thank you, give generously. And again, we're giving you an incentive to give tonight. Bourbon.
Lots of fun stuff in the auction tonight, right?
That's right. All right, so let's get to it. All right. So first up, we have a unique package from Ashburn Farms. That is a really cool package for you and your friends. I think it includes clay shooting, dinner, and if you have not been to Ashburn Farms, you are missing out. It is incredibly beautiful. Also, we have, which I think you're going to start to see some of these items on your screen, but we also have a Churchill Downs trifecta package. Churchill Downs has been
Always a
an
good
incredible
time.
partner. I mean, they've supported us since year one.
And they're sponsored tonight, our ArtsMat sponsor.
That's right. We love Tanya Ablin. I have to give her a little kick in there. Okay. We also have a Buffalo Trace Distillery tour, and we also have a Louisville Orchestra experience, including a pre-show conversation with music director Teddy Abrams, which is incredible that he's giving his time.
Yeah, he's the best, and we're so lucky to have him. That'd be a really special night for people to get out after this year of not being able to see live performance, to be able to visit with him and then go see our Louisville Orchestra at Kentucky Performing Arts.
That's huge. It's an incredible experience, and these experiences are meant to offer something you really can't go out and buy, right? And to be able to support Fun for the Arts while also having a little fun, that's why we're here tonight. So thank you, and please bid generously. We also have a gorgeous painting by local artist Grant Goodwine, created live at opening night at Churchill Downs this year, which I missed, but I heard it was incredibly fun.
Well, we're going to show a video from all of the incredible artists. So usually Awards in the Arts is at Churchill Downs on opening night.
Which I wish we were there.
And a big recognition for you, JP, for being a creator of that original event at Churchill Downs. Opening night, artists all around the track. And so this year we did do opening night with our artists around the track, so we get to see those incredible images tonight.
Well, it's my favorite part of the year is when we can see, I'll never forget, I have very fond memories of the award winners and how humble and grateful they are to be recognized for, especially the Lifetime Achievement Award that we give, to see the humility and the talent of these artists when we recognize their lifetime of work. To me, it's just makes our job, it's like one of the many fun parts of our job.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, so speaking of awards in the arts, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What has been
I'm
your
ready.
favorite memory?
My favorite memory
Except flying a
awards,
dress from New York.
Yeah, and the pizza, that's a whole nother.
You could Google that.
Yep. That'd be a great Facebook chat. Whoever knows the story about the pizza, the dress from
Pizza
New York.
Stain Kentucky Derby.
Let's see. You know what? A favorite was actually the first year when we had the opportunity to recognize Ed Hamilton.
Oh, yes.
With the Lifetime Achievement Award. Always been a big fan of Ed Hamilton, and so to be able to recognize him that first year was something pretty special.
So do you think your vision for awards in the arts, because I remember when we first started, you said, JP, every city has some sort of an awards. We got to do something. So do you feel like, 5 years later, 6 years later, it's
I'm so proud. What we envisioned was that different organizations were able to celebrate their work, but we didn't have one event that celebrated all of the incredible diversity of the arts that we have. So I think tonight is a special night. We have the opportunity to do that.
It's so fun. And opening night, we have the very best of Kentucky, right? Horse racing, bourbon, artists. And for me personally, as a citizen of Louisville, my JP hat versus my Fun for the Arts hat, one of the main reasons why I live in Louisville is because of all the cool kids who are artists and creatives and call this their home. And so it's been really fun for 6 years, being at the fund and doing everything we can to support the great work of the cultural creative community.
Awesome. Well, let's get to it.
Yeah, are the award winners now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll get started. We're going to get started with our Emerging Leader in the Arts Award. This is a really special artist in our community, and I can't wait to introduce him to you. His name's Darren Harbor, and we'll hear his story now.
My name is Darren Harbor, and in this arts and culture space, I pioneer for the world of people with different abilities or disabilities to be included in all common artistic goals and reaching their highest level of potential, as well as pioneering the world of professional wrestling and the inclusivity of blind and visually impaired and people with disabilities. This award has been probably a time in the making when you're not thinking about something to receive and you do receive it. It allows you to feel how much work you've really put into something and feeling thankful for all those that supported you, that helped to create you to be this leader that you've been awarded to be. This award has impacted me in a way that propels me to go even a step further than what I thought I would reach and to what I anticipated reaching, to know that there's people backing you and cheering you on from behind, and you don't mind running that extra mile or extra 2 miles at that point anymore. I plan to use my award winnings to continue to build this art piece that is inclusivity and that is breaking barriers and showing no limitations and inspiring those around me that within themselves they're also their own inspirer. We all have varieties of hearts, and to leave any of our hearts out of our own lives and domains is doing ourselves a major disjustice and adding to the depression that we already battle in these trying times. Don't put your paintbrushes away, lace up your wrestling boots, pull out some video footage that you want to edit or pictures, and keep art alive. And I pray to God. My God has been so good to me in showing me all the different hearts that I have and how to fulfill all of them with smiles all around.
I told you he's pretty special. Darren
Very,
Harper.
very
It's just
special.
an incredible story of what he's able to do, bringing our visually impaired artist to the stage. So the next award is the Louisville Children's Film Festival. And this is, they're receiving the Arts Innovation Award. So look forward to sharing their story now.
My name is Martha Nichols-Peke, and I am the director of the Louisville Children's Film Festival. When we received this award, we had just wrapped our third festival, and we were all really tired. And when we got the call from Fun for the Arts that we had won the Innovation Award, it was a huge shot of adrenaline. It was like being at Churchill Downs and your horse has just won the race, and you had the winning ticket. And it was a long shot. So there was great celebration. I screamed into the phone. This award has helped us to survive during this year of COVID, because immediately we went into lockdown, and looking forward to being a part of this event gave us great, it just helped sustain us through this year. So we're alive and we're coming back better than ever. So thank you so much. Winning this award has really meant the world to us. We had just wrapped our third festival when we received the call from Fun for the Arts that we were being awarded the Innovation Award. So the first thing we did is we asked ourselves, what did we do that was so innovative? And we thought a lot about that, and then we thought, wow, this is a real charge for us to continue to be innovative. So we've had a whole year to think about that. During COVID, knowing that we were going to come out of it, that we could kind of reassess, we could reflect, we could talk to people that we've worked with and figure out what we were going to do in the future. And then knowing that when we came out of it, we would have this event that we could celebrate, that we could reach our audiences again and continue engaging with youth in the arts. That sustained us, and here we are. We're still alive. We want to give it to the young filmmakers that are out there telling amazing stories with film and video. That is how we'd like to use this award. We have some catch up to do because it's been a year. I know that there have been a lot of kids out there that have been at home. Some of them have been creating with their cell phones or with with materials that they have at home, and we can't wait to see what that has led to and what we can do to help connect that work, their storytelling, and our audiences. Louisville has this Fun for the Arts. I've lived in other cities that don't have an organization like this, and I think that Fun for the Arts does an excellent job in keeping business leaders and the business community aligned with an arts community and invested in its success. If you go downtown and see our city without the arts, you will understand why it is essential that we continue to work together and to have the arts be a strong and vibrant part of our city.
Hello, and we are back. We are your hosts tonight. Please share these videos. Heather Kleisner's laughing at me in the background. Please share these videos and tag the artists and tell them how much you appreciate them and the great work that they're doing in this community, because that's what this is all about.
Absolutely. And one of the things Martha was telling us about was that especially during COVID, how important film was to our families. We couldn't get out and do live performances in the same way, and so the Louisville Children's Film Festival really helped to kind of fill that hole for so many of our families in the community. The next award is the Arts Education Award. This organization, Louisville Visual Arts, has been around for over 100 years. They have educated hundreds of thousands of children through the CFAC program, and they are every day supporting and elevating our artists. Love the work they're doing. The new executive director, Christian Anderson, came in the middle of the pandemic. We have got to put our arms around him and get him introduced in the community, so I can't wait for you to hear from him right now.
My name is Christian Anderson. I'm the Executive Director of Louisville Visual Art. It's such an important year to receive the Education in the Arts Award. I think that the morale of my team, which includes my staff, but also 30 arts educators that work all throughout the greater Louisville metro area. It's been a hard year, and I think this sort of positively reinforces all of the hard work that they put in, all of the pivoting to new technologies, and is a real sort of morale boost when we needed it the most. So winning this award has impacted us because, again, it sort of reinforced a lot of the work that we've put in, saying we're not going to cancel what it is that we do. We're going to put in the time and effort to really pivot, because arts is vital. When times are tough, arts is even more vital. There is something innate to the human soul that can only be expressed through artistic creativity, whether it's visual arts or poetry or music or cooking. It doesn't matter. There's something that is inside of us that we need to share. And so there's never been a more important year for us as arts professionals and educators to figure out a way to get that technology and that opportunity out to kids, young adults, people of all ages. So really, I want to make sure that this award is shared with everyone on the staff and all of our teachers every time that we have a training session, every time we talk about how important what we do is. This is the physical manifestation of all of that hard work. So I'm really going to take this award from my peers and experts in the arts community here in Louisville to reinforce everybody that helps LVA deliver amazing and excellent arts education to our kids. Artists are the creatives, artists are the out-of-the-box thinkers, but artists aren't just the full-time artists that you see. Artists can be doctors, they can be accountants, they can be engineers, they can be florists. We teach people to look at some rules, look at some structure, break that structure down, come up with creative new ways to solve our problems. And those are the people that are going to move us even farther and more creatively as we go into the 21st century.
And we're back.
You are going to hear that all night long. So we were excited to be able to recognize LVA with the Arts Education Award. Like I said, over 100 years, I'm doing incredible work in this community. The next award goes to a community organization, not an arts organization at all, but one that has figured out how to really leverage the power of the arts, particularly for our immigrant community. This is Americana Community Center, one of the most amazing community organizations, led by the incredible Edgardo Mencia and his team there. And they have been working to bring artists in to work with immigrants. They have immigrants and children from all over the world that have moved here to Louisville, and they have been, whether it's dance, whether it's singing, poetry, whether it's visual art, they have been bringing artists in to help give voice to these immigrants and help them as they make their way here in our community. And so I look forward to sharing this story with you.
My name is Edgardo Mancilla. I am the Executive Director of the Americana Community Center that serves low-income families, mostly international, for over 100 countries. Part of our philosophy is to develop the person as a whole, and that includes youth and adults. Art is part of this huge component to provide tools to the person to be reaching the full capacity potential that they have. So I am not directly involved in art, but I work for pieces where the art is part of our regular programming. That could be visual art, could be music, could be ballet, could be any art expression that help our kids and adults to, again, realize the whole potential. It's a big honor. Fund for the Arts is our partner for years, and the fact that the work from our staff and the engagement that our kids have is wonderful to see that someone can see it outside us. So it's a big honor and a big responsibility, because when you get to the top, you need to keep being on the top. The way that impact our work is, hey, we can do something that is seen for other people, but mostly is what we do is working. And our children are coming from families who suffer a lot. Most of the parents have post-traumatic stress disorder, they have trauma informed, so you pass the trauma generation to generation. And when you grow up in an environment of feel unsafe, scary, hopeless, especially in the last 4 years, for all the political games, the news is a big response to see, hey, we have people here who deserve our best. So thank you for the award, but it's part of what we are doing, and it's part of what we are going to do to provide the best to our ability for children to be complete mentally, emotionally, and physically, plus intellectually. To invest every single thing that we get into arts. So that is coming. We are working right now with a group of kids at NTI. They are coming 4 days per week, and we include arts in there. We are planning the summer program for 8 weeks, and a component of enrichment will be arts. So it's coming back to the arts area. We are exploring different venues to keep developing the art and the life of our kids. One thing that we need to fight is the silo idea that humans, you have a body, you have a brain, you have emotions. Art is the interconnectivity that put us together in one way, that helps us to fulfill things that perhaps is no other way to fulfill. I listen to Puri Radio and I listen to music, most than the news, because that gives me a sense of calm and relaxation, even when I'm driving, right? Well, the same way, I am one person. I am the same person who is eating, the same person who is singing. I cannot sing, by the way, but just I love singing. And my family, one of our kids is expert in visual arts, another is in singing. So we try to, as a family, but now as a community, trying to emphasize the importance of art. It's not second class. It's part of what we are. It's part of what we are going to be.
We're just dancing.
The music's in our head.
Yes, but those of you at home, so this is open to everybody, but there were sponsors and people who bought tickets, and for that they had dinner, Wilshire Pantry and Braun Forman products, and I know Melissa Richards Person has commented, apparently you like my jacket, thank you, I love compliments. Anyone else who wants to pay compliments?
Susan's Florist flowers. We had musicians.
We love Amy Streeter.
Show up. I mean, it was amazing, the parties that are
the
happening
bourbon balls.
tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really nice package. So those of you at home, please share your pictures and tag us on social media so we know what kind of fun you're having at home.
And then make sure you get on and light that auction up. That's what we're looking for tonight. This is how we're going to support the arts tonight. We'd love having you all with us. Remember that all of these artists and the work that happens doesn't happen without your support. So everything that you bid on the auction tonight goes to a good cause. It helps to move the mission forward and support the great work happening. The next, the work of the Fund for the Arts over the last 7 years that we've been working together, we have really worked to help diversify, bring equity to the arts. And there is an award that is sponsored by Derby Diversity Business Summit. A big thank you to Tawana Bain and her team. She has been an incredible partner, and they are the sponsor of the Cultural Equity Award. So they helped to bring this to light. And tonight we want to introduce you to Matthew Kaufman and the SMART students.
My name is Matt Kaufman, and I am a co-founder of Justice Now Learning Hubs in JCPS. And our mission is to empower students to be the change as we make Louisville our classroom and justice our curriculum. This award it validates our work. It validates students' work, and in receiving this award, it's not just me receiving this award, it's every student I've worked with that has helped push this work forward. So again, it validates it. It puts a spotlight on the work. And with students who do their work in a classroom, they don't just want to do work for a worksheet or work for a test. They want to put their work into a larger arena, in a larger atmosphere. And so what the Funds for the Arts is doing with this kind of award is it's catapulting our students into a larger space. So it's not just a teacher seeing or a classmate seeing the genius of what the kids are putting on the page and what they're writing and the art they're creating. It opens it up to the whole larger world, gives them a larger platform, celebrates student voice. What I plan on doing with this title is just showing kids, look, the arts are necessary to create empathy, and arts are known for pushing society forward. Like, first things move on the stage, they move on the page, they move on the canvas, and oftentimes society will take that as a cue to move forward. Arts are about elevating the conversation and elevating society. They allow us to bring our whole authentic selves to the places of work, to the places of learning. They increase our mental health and all of our connections. And in a world that too often focuses on what divides us, the arts are what can unite us. So with this kind of platform, I want students to see that how important the arts are in helping us build a country that truly lives up to its values of liberty and justice for all, where we all feel safe in this community, we all belong in this community, and we all welcome and see each other in this community. Arts paved the way, and Louisville has so many talented artists that we want to put a spotlight on them. And a necessary for a city to grow, we have to have a thriving arts culture. That's what builds community. That's what builds innovation. And it is my belief that when the arts are thriving, mental health is thriving. Our physical health is thriving. Education is thriving. The arts are central to every single thing we do. I think they are not just the why we live and help us see things. They can often show us the how. How do we get to that next level? How do we build that community?
Hello, we're back.
So great work, and it's incredible the work that is so important, especially over this past year with the racial justice movement, to really be lifting up the work of our diverse artists, especially our Black and brown artists, lifting up our artists and our organizations of color, and
telling stories. We were just
telling their stories.
We were just talking about it. It
Often
seems like
untold
artists
stories.
and the creative community are on the front lines of a lot of the really important conversations happening around the racial injustice in our community.
Absolutely, and really helping all of us to be more inclusive in our community and really building a stronger Louisville. The National Award is our next award. The National Award this year goes to LaVon Fisher-Wilson. Miss LaVon Fisher-Wilson, you will see her in the video later. Opening night, she did an incredible performance.
Her picture that I saw on social media was fabulous.
This is the one where she's, yes. She was so touched by this. For someone who has been performing on Broadway, has been in New York. She's a Louisville hometown girl, but has seen the big stages and was so touched to be able to be recognized. And we are so incredibly proud of her and excited to be able to recognize her tonight.
Enjoy.
My name is LaVon Fisher-Wilson. I am a Broadway actress. I've been in The Color Purple. I've been in Chicago the Musical, and I've just finished a few years ago Newsies on Broadway. And also I've done a little film and television. I'm also a vocal coach and a director. A lot of us in the arts, we work, you do it because you have to. You do it because you have an inner drive to do it. You get recognized, that's icing on the cake. So when someone, awards you for this thing that you love to do, that you have to do, it validates you. It really validates that love of the arts that you've had all your life. And it shows that you're good at what you're doing, and what you're doing is contributing the arts into the world. And someone's saying, you're doing good, keep going. How it will impact my work to be nationally recognized. That goes on my resume, first of all, because I've done regional performances, I've done tours. To be nationally recognized for my performance, I will be up there with the other people who have the accolades, amongst the Tonys and the Grammys and the Emmys. Being nationally awarded, puts me up on another platform. It makes me more competitive in my field. And it just, again, lets people know that someone really respects and appreciates my talent. I decided I'm going to do some vocal coaching to some underprivileged young actors and actresses. I was from Louisville, born and bred. I was in the West End of Louisville. I come from humble means, and I remember getting into YPAS, You Performing Arts School, and I remember going with these people who had money enough to have vocal coaches and voice lessons. They were already kind of ahead of the game. I caught up pretty fast because my talent was, God-given, so I was able to compete. But there are a lot of kids out there who don't know the avenues they need to go through, because maybe they won't get to audition for YPAS. Maybe if they do, they won't get into the small group that does get into YPAS. And so they don't know, especially here in Louisville and around the world for underprivileged kids, they don't know the avenues, the steps to take. There are some steps. It's all about networking, and it's all about, vocally, if you're a vocalist, being prepared. Vocally, with your voice, with your dance, with your acting, because I have a master's degree in acting too. Being prepared for these big auditions. They don't even know the channels to go through. And that's where I come from. I'm standing on some mighty shoulders, and now it's time for me to be those shoulders for the youth. So I think I'm going to take my money and be able to set up programs to be able to do vocal coaching, vocal directing, teach kids how to do their headshots, how to do their resumes, so they can compete with the kids that live in New York. And I think giving back is what I'm going to do, because it's so important to pass it on. Someone passed it on to me. Equity card, I got my union card, I got my SAG card. All of the cards that I got, all the agents that I have gotten have been referrals from other people. And I'm going to refer you to this person. And I've been able to pass that down. So with my winnings, I want to continue to pass that down, because that's the only way we all, can be great. It's very interesting. This year we had a pandemic, or last year, we're still dealing with the pandemic now, even though we got the vaccines. And what people relied on to just make it through was Netflix. They relied on music. They relied on arts. They relied on shows. My show, I was in Teen Beach Movie, Disney's Teen Beach Movie, and people were watching that during the pandemic. And so that gave me some residuals to kind of survive. So I just hope that everyone remembers after the pandemic is over that every type of entertainment people used to kind of get through it was arts. And so that we helped the world get through this pandemic. And so if nothing else, putting back into the arts, we can see how important it is to put back into the arts, because when the chips were down, we were the only thing that people could, watch or see, or to take their mind off of the stress of the pandemic. It's even more time to put into those programs, to put into those there are schools for film and television, for performing arts, to put into those organizations, even Fund for the Arts, to put into money so that these type of artists can be displayed, can be, can go out into the world, once again. So the music got people through this. The arts got us through it. And I want everyone to remember that, and remember to put back into those things so we can continue to make the world a better place.
Our producer is making us laugh behind the camera.
He's trying to keep you in check.
False information. False information. I'm a professional.
So LaVon Fisher,
she is my spirit animal.
Is she incredible?
She is my spirit animal.
She really is
I'm
incredible.
obsessed with you, and I want to meet you so bad. So hopefully soon we'll be able to meet in person. I haven't met her.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll love her. You'll love her. We also wanted to make sure that we told everybody that not just do we recognize our artists through this important work and with a custom local award created by a local artist, but they do get $5,000 that are made possible by your support and by our sponsors' support to be able to continue to further their work.
That's right. And each year, a new Louisville artist is selected to make the awards that they receive. So that's also an added benefit. I mean, all around celebrating artists.
Absolutely. Tonight, the last one that we need to make sure we recognize is our Lifetime Achievement in the Arts Award. This is presented by Kindred Healthcare, a big partner of ours, an incredible sponsor. They have been with us for many years through this. A big shout out to Jason and Laura Zachariah for your support.
Laura Zachariah on our board.
Absolutely. Tonight, the Lifetime Achievement in the Arts winner is Ken Clay.
Yay, Ken. We love Ken.
So
and
Ken
Carol.
Clay is, I would say, one of the kind of patriarchs of our arts community. He has been doing this work since the 60s. He has been really lifting up our arts community, both through his own work, but really as a producer. He was the founding producer for Midnight Ramble. He worked at the Kentucky Center. He helped to bring really a light to the African American music and artists in our community, and continues to do so.
He's an icon.
He is one of my heroes and a great friend. So really so proud to be able to recognize Ken Clay tonight.
Yeah, I'm Ken Clay, and I'm an arts producer and arts presenter, and have done a number of things in the arts in the city of Louisville. Lifetime Achievement Award is a very, very special award, and I am extremely honored to have been selected to receive that from the Louisville Fund for the Arts. Well, I'm still working on projects, so I've got a couple of projects coming up, and certainly the proceeds from this award will be directed in those projects, and it gives us a little more life to put into the projects. Well, annually, I've done an event for the past 9 years celebrating the legacy of Black Louisville. It's an event that I do utilizing local visual artists, performing artists, etc., to put on performances and exhibits. And with this input, we can do even more than we've done before. Oh, wow, yeah. The artists in this community and all communities are always in need of support, always in need of support. And I think that we have to value their contributions, which is often underestimated by the general public. But we know that the arts kind of walk in tandem with the progress that we make in areas of civil rights, for example. And it also showcases what's going on culturally in our communities. And I think once we can reveal that, there will be a greater understanding of the different cultures that we live day by day with in each community. Well, I'm just so glad that to be recognized for working in the vineyard for this number of years. I'm at the point I've retired, but I'm still involved, and that's very, very important to me. And hopefully the folks in Louisville will be privy to a book that I've been working on with a number of other contributors, and it's all about musicians from Louisville, Kentucky, African-American musicians, to be more specifically, of Louisville, Kentucky. Hopefully that'll come out soon.
And we're back again. Ken Clay, you were amazing. Congratulations. Congrats to everyone. What a wonderfully deserving group of artists. And on a personal note, it's sad that we're not at the track. It's I wish we were there and it was a traditional year, but we're also happy that we can bring this to you and celebrate the artists tonight, because I think we all want that. And again, just a reminder, we're raising money. And this event, Awards in the Arts in Louisville, Kentucky, has generated well over $2 million in new dollars supporting the arts community. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
So that's a perfect lead in to thank our sponsors.
Awesome.
All of these events are successful because of sponsors, because of great partners, because of you participating in the auction tonight. I want to be able to give just a little bit of time to each one. We have the Jefferson County Teachers Association, EY, Glenview Trust, Stockyards Bank and Trust. A big shout out to our board chair, Jay Hillebrand. We've got The Voice, who's been an incredible partner with us as a media partner.
Janice Levinage.
Yum Brands Inc. Geraldine Green, our board member. Q, the agency, provided all of the design. Of course, we said Kindred Healthcare, Brown Forman, Passport Health Plan, Norton Healthcare, Fifth Third Bank, Hilliard Lyons, Republic Bank, LG&E KU, Churchill Downs. We've got some individual house parties that are hosted by board members and friends. Mary Beth and Dean Warner, Brooke and Joe Ventura have got a big party out there. A big shout out to them. Ellen and Carl Thomas, Jessica Bird and Neville Blakemore, Leslie and John Smart, and Kelly Stollard Watson. Again, a big thank you to Wiltshire Pantry, who really worked with us to bring the meals, and Susan's Florist. You want to tell us some more about the auction tonight?
Absolutely. So there's still a chance to bid on all of these special bourbons that are offered exclusively for us in this event tonight. So please log on, register, and bid now. We have the Jennifer Lawrence bottle, just to recap, signed and personally selected by her. The President's Choice Old Forester bottles. We have only 502 of these made for the 150th anniversary of Brown-Forman. This is a beautiful decanter. We also have the special exclusive 2021 Awards in the Arts bottle of Old Forester. You got to have one of those. Bragging rights. And then also I have a few more I'm going to talk about. I'm really excited about these. All right, so you have a one-on-one opportunity from Louisville's most notable creatives. This is really impressive. So this is your chance of one-on-one time with some of Louisville's most creative artistic leaders.
And so these are great, like for you to have time, or if you want to bring your child, like if you think about time with Erica Del Leo, our principal ballet dancer.
Right. Like you wanted to work on your opera singing skills.
I need to. So time with Barbara Lynn Jamison. You can bring your children. You can turn it into an opportunity for your children or grandchildren to be able to interact as well.
It's a master class, really.
Ben Solee,
cellist.
Carrie Pickens, macaroon making.
I'm going to have to bet on Ben Solee's package, I think.
Well, to spend time
Ben
with
knows
him.
I'm his number one fan.
Absolutely.
So please go online right now and look at these amazing packages by these amazing artists where you have one-on-one time. And honestly, the bids aren't that huge right now, so you can probably get a great steal.
And bidding ends at 8:30 tonight.
Okay,
so we will shut it down at 8:30 tonight.
15 minutes.
So let me, so JP, one of the awards that we created for this event is the Advocacy Award.
Yes.
Do you remember, who were some of the people that we have presented the Advocacy Award to over the years?
So we've given it to Tim Daly.
Tim Daly.
Who is an actor on Madam Secretary. I love that show. And Tim Daly spends a lot of his personal time going to Washington, D.C., and also working with state governments to advocate for public funding for the arts.
Stephen Gagan.
Stephen Gagan.
Awesome.
He was a national award winner.
Some incredible people. This year we have the special opportunity. We want to recognize J.P. Davis with the Advocacy Award this year. And I want to say there is arguably no one who has been a stronger advocate for the arts over the last 6 years. You have helped the Fund for the Arts and this arts community to push equity, diversity, and inclusion forward with all of your heart. You have brought culinary arts to our work. You have created this incredible event that celebrates so many creative artists. I will say you have been my partner in crime. You have been our chief strategist, our chief social director, and you have not stopped pushing to help this organization and this community be stronger. And so we are just so proud to be able to recognize you tonight with the Arts Advocacy Award.
Thank you.
We're going to move to, we're going to give JP an opportunity to get himself together, to think about. And what I'm going to say is, right now we're going to show you images from this year's opening night.
We're back again, and I think this is the last time we're back because we're actually sadly coming to a close. Thank you, Kristen, for the surprise.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it. You know, I love the arts community. I love this city. Some of you don't know, but Kristen and I are both kind of heading out in our full-time capacity, but my heart and my personal passion supporting the arts community is always going to be there. And I know the same for you.
Absolutely.
This award means a lot, but honestly, you know, advocating for the arts is a great honor of mine, and it's been a great time for 6 years. And this event is going to live on, and it's a very special event. And yeah, so thank you. Back to the auction. We need money. So please go on. We have amazing master classes by some beautiful creatives. You know, Amy Streeter has offered her talents.
And floral
Susan
design.
Flores, floral design. We have macaroon making, which is my favorite, that macaroon place in Nulu. But across the street is Wiltshire Pantry, and Susan in Wiltshire Pantry is going to teach people how to make macaroons, which I would love to learn how to do. What else do we have? We have oil painting by Susan Howe. Is beautiful, talented artist. You could find her work at Revelry in Nulu. We have a piano and music composition masterclass
With Harry Pickens.
I mean, he's a legend
The
and
most
an award winner.
amazing. He is an award winner. He was also a Lifetime Achievement
A
Award.
lifetime achievement. He's an icon too. We have amazing talent in this city.
We do. And this is a great way to be able to support that work, to be able to get to bid online, to grab some great bourbon, to grab some incredible experiences. We called the last section COVID Dreaming, because what are the things that you want to be doing that you haven't been able to do in the last year? So those are the things that we wanted to put together for you all to be able to enjoy tonight.
It's so true. I always say that the only place in the whole world where you could own the very best of art, bourbon, and food is Louisville, Kentucky. And the auction tonight demonstrates that, don't you think?
Absolutely, absolutely. With that, I want to say thank you for joining us tonight. I want to say thank you to our team at J. Wagner Productions to be
Joey
able to,
Wagner.
and the infamous, as well as our team, Madison and Kyle, that have been keeping
right
us
here.
moving tonight.
Beautiful
A big
people.
thank you to you all. We miss being in person. We do. We love having our 700 of our best friends celebrating the artists. We will know that we will be back together again, but we're so thankful that we've been able to recognize and celebrate this work tonight. We know the arts make Louisville the place that we love. As you're closing out, I would ask you to consider a gift today to be able to support the healing and rebuilding of our community. The power of the arts are going to be what gets us stronger, brings us back together, rebuilds and reconnects our community in so many ways. So whether it's a gift of $5 or a gift of $500, please know that your gift makes a huge difference to be able to sustain our arts, our organization, but to also to be able to increase and provide access to everyone, every person in our community to be able to be a part of that. Thank you. With that, before we sign off, we will have Carly Johnson has provided an incredible performance for us.
Thank you,
I
Carly.
know that you will enjoy us. Thank you, Carly, for sharing that with us. Remember, the auction closes at 8:30.
5 minutes.
In just 5 minutes. So thank you for all you do, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Hey, Carly Johnson here. This song is called Burn Your Fears. It's a tune I wrote off of my self-titled debut album that came out just a few months ago. Enjoy!
Can't tell me not to feel good. Can't tell me not to dream of the life I always dreamed of. I will never hide these tears, pour out of me like wine. It seems I taste the bittersweet of time. And I will love harder than you'll ever understand. And I will breathe deeper, 'cause I know that I can. I really can't explain the power of this pain. Don't tell me we can't change this life. I try to rearrange my mind. I don't worry about the changing times. No. I've opened up my heart to see I don't fall apart. I just feel I'm stronger than I'll ever be. And I will love harder than I'm stronger than I'll ever be.
Huge congratulations to all of the Arts Awards winners.